It's your boy eBay Fight Predictions in the building. I'll be breaking down Jairzinho Rozenstruik versus Augusto Sakai. I know I said I wasn't gonna break this down, but I totally messed up. I guess I released all the all the breakdowns a week before. I didn't realize at the time, it was coming in next week or whatever. Sorry, I had to get something out the way. I didn't know it was coming a week before, but yeah, I had to get it done. But it is what it is. It's not a fun main event. I will, for this fight week, you guys can go check out the other breakdowns that are still on the channel. I did a full card predictions. Hopefully the fight card still stays intact. If there's a lot of changes, I'll do my updated picks, or probably a weigh-in show or something like that after, if anything changes up. I'm gonna start doing that because as long as they keep doing this shit in Apex, I might as well bust out a video on Friday, kind of how I feel about the weigh-ins and the stare downs and stuff like that. So it is what it is. I'll start doing stuff like that. But man, let's get to the stats, man. Jairzinho comes in 11-2, fights out of Saram, age 33, a height of 6'4", and a reach of 78. Augusto Sakai is 15-2-1. He's fighting out of Brazil, age 30. Height of 6'3" and a reach of 77. So Jairzinho does have the reach advantage by 1. It is going to be interesting to see how the striking will take place, since Jairzinho's last fight he was very timid. Augusto Sakai did get brutally finished and quit against Alistair Overeem, so it's going to be interesting to see how both those guys are able to rebound since that loss. And since both of their losses. But yeah, in terms of where these guys are ranked, Jairzinho is ranked. Oh my God, they're not going to show me the rankings. Jairzinho is number 6 and Augusto Sakai is number 9. 9 versus 6. So this is a big jump up for Jairzinho. Another opportunity at a higher opponent. I wasn't a big fan of their last fights, but y'all know me. I'm not a really big fan of Augusto Sakai. You can go watch my full card, breakdown and predictions. I vehemently said how I feel about Augusto Sakai, but the guy is a piece of work in my humble opinion. Now he does have some notable wins. He has a win over Marcin Tybura, who's also on this card. A suspect win over Andre Arlovski. I didn't think he won that fight personally. I thought they fucking robbed him and he got lucky. He does have a finish over Chase Sherman, and he does have a very evil win over Bligo Ivanov. He cheated in that fight. He grabbed that was one of the worst fence grabs I've ever seen. He was basically gonna get taken down, and he just grabbed the fence like a punk. So I don't really have a lot of nice things to say. I will give him his credit. I think did he beat Shamil? Oh no, he didn't beat Shamil. I thought he did beat Shamil. Really, his best win is against Marcin Tybura. Tybura really dropped the bag in that fight. I don't know how he lost to that fucking. All right, I gotta watch the way I talk about these fighters, but man, I don't know how he dropped it. Oh man, and the fact that people are calling this dude Lord Sakai. I seen that in the comments now. I didn't notice it at first until one of the homies brought it up to me. But y'all calling this dude Lord Sakai, whatever, right? So then Jairzinho, if we look at his notable victories, Jairzinho has fought a lot of guys, a bunch of kickboxing fights. He's fought Cyril Gane, he lost that fight, beat Junior Dos Santos, fought Francis Ngannou, lost that. He beat Alistair Overeem, beat Andre Arlovski. Those are probably his better wins, I would say, the Andre and then the Alistair win. So in terms of, and obviously the Junior Dos Santos victory, in terms of what separates these guys, obviously I feel like it's Jairzinho's fight with Junior Dos Santos and Alistair Overeem. Obviously a lot of people felt like, Alistair Overeem was on his way to winning that fight, but it is what it is. He did lose it, and but Alistair was doing his thing, but Augusto Sakai, he might have won a round against Alistair, but Alistair was just doing a lot of weird things. He was shelling up, he was using his guard, but he did take down Augusto Sakai. Like, I mean, with some of the weirdest takedowns I've ever seen, and they worked though. They worked. I give him his credit, but I mean, it was really interesting to see that fight at that time, and I was just like shocked. I was like, whoa, what's going on here with Augusto Sakai and Alistair? Because it kind of almost told me that Alistair's kind of run was coming to a close, and I kind of saw what Volkov was going to do to him, because he made it somewhat competitive against this clown, Augusto Sakai. Even Jairzinho. So Jairzinho, I would say his number one problem probably is the grappling. But in the striking, he's looked decent. He's been. Some guys has given him problems. Guys with longer reach, I feel like, have given him problems. Guys that don't really have longer arms in him, like what's it called? Francis he has really long arms. Guys that don't really, they don't use range as well. Don't give him problems. But guys that use their range, I know Francis isn't looked as a very technical guy, but he has really long arms. That's a big part. People don't realize he got long ass arms. So, and he was just way bigger than Jairzinho. Jairzinho looked like a light heavyweight compared to Francis when they fought. But I feel like Jairzinho in this fight, basically, I'm gonna break it down like this, right? I feel like Augusto Sakai has a real chance if he just puts pressure, and he kind of, I guess, maybe hope that Jairzinho is mentally broken because of the last two losses, right? The Francis and the Cyril Gane loss, and maybe he can get a finish that way. Or he could try to grapple. It would help him a lot to grapple in this fight against a guy like Jairzinho. But I just kind of feel like, from what I've seen from Augusto Sakai, I feel like he's going to strike. For Rozenstruik, I feel like for him personally, he needs to keep the standing. He needs to go forward. He needs to just swing heavy almost. Attack the legs. Attack the body. The body's always there. The guy got injured ribs. I think he broke his ribs. So attack that. And, it's a lot different. Like, he took a beating in that Alistair Overeem fight. In that 5th round, he took a bad I think it was like ground and pound finish, right? Yeah, like it was a TKO ground and pound. And I think he can really, really take advantage of that. In terms of Jairzinho, he just kind of got touched up by a jab. He really didn't get hurt against Gane. He just didn't do anything against Gane. But I feel like Jairzinho, if he connects, I think he'll hurt him. I just, that's how I feel. And yeah, I think Augusto's tough, right? It's hard to say that he'll get knocked out, but I just feel like he'll crack. I think Jairzinho will crack him. I wouldn't. This is like, it's, slight favorite. It's basically a near even fight. A lot of people are 50-50 on this. If I look at Tapology, probably most of everyone's going with Jairzinho. It is looking like 82% is going with Jairzinho and 18%. So it's not. I wouldn't say Sakai doesn't have a chance. I think Sakai does have a chance, but it's almost like you're almost hoping, or you're betting on the fact that Rozenstruik is mentally broken. And I don't think he's mentally broken. I just think he fought more talented guys. These guys like Cyril Gane and Francis, they're like incredible athletes compared to him, and they can do crazy things, and he just can't do it. You look at their physiques and you look at Jairzinho's physique, it's just the facts. I think Jairzinho's kind of fighting a guy like Augusto Sakai's, his physique compared to Jairzinho. Like I'm not trying to talk about physiques here, but like if we're just like I think they're kind of on the same level. So I think Jairzinho just needs to touch him up, hurt him, and just kind of chip away at him. And I think he gets a 3rd round TKO finish. I'm taking Biggie Boy by 3rd round TKO. And I think he gets it done. I gotta go with Jairzinho in this matchup. I feel like, what he's been through, fighting against some of the top guys, I think he's learned from that. And I think he's gonna kind of play the, almost gatekeeper role and let Augusto Sakai know, hey man, you're not that good. Go home and leave this company. That would be my dream. But it is what it is. I gotta go, Biggie Boy, Jairzinho Rozenstruik. It is what it is. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Go follow me on my Twitter. Go follow me on my Instagram. If you're new to this, subscribe. Share the video. Go click the notification button. Like, comment, do all that stuff for the homie. And then I'm out of here. Love y'all and goodbye.